So today we're finally going to put some paint on the drift car body. This has been an on again, off again project for me since I started it. You might have seen the video where we installed some fender flares, a wide body kit. We also built a wing that you could see back there and also some side mirrors for the car. But today we're focusing on paint. Every time I do a painting video, I skip this step. So today I'm doing it. We're gonna go ahead and apply the liquid mask first. You can see I have a brush here. I use the BD Designs liquid mask. This can be sprayed on or brushed on. I've sprayed it in the past, but had some trouble with it in the gun. I find it's just a whole lot easier to brush. It's simple. You put a couple coats on and it works well. I'm gonna show you how I do that today. First of all, I'm just gonna take a little bit of rubbing alcohol on a paper towel here and rub the inside of the body. Just want to get any dust, debris, mold release, any of that off. I don't want to be doing this after the liquid mask is on and after I'm peeling my design. So I want to do it all now. Being that it's rubbing alcohol, it dries really quickly, evaporates off the surface, so we'll be able to lay on that liquid mask. I don't know 100% about my design yet, so I'm also going to be doing the fender flares. They may all end up one color, but just in case they aren't and I have to have a design in there, I want to be ready and have the liquid mask on. You know, I jumped in so quick today, I almost forgot. What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're gonna go ahead and put that liquid mask on the body now. So turn it over, shake up our liquid mask a little, open it up, and as easy as this, I'm gonna put a couple little drops in the body. There. And there, we're gonna start off with that. We may need a little more, but we'll start with that for the first coat. And now I'm literally just gonna go ahead and spread it around. Simple as this. I'm gonna move the camera a little bit so you can see a little better what I'm doing and how I'm getting in all the little cracks and crevices. Well, I went ahead and put 3 coats of that liquid mask on the inside of the body as well as the fender flares, and I'm not sure what happened to the footage from the next part of this video, but you've seen me do that in other painting videos in the past. Basically, I laid out my design. You can see I went with something pretty simple here, just 2 colors, nothing fancy. I just wanted a clean, simple look. We're gonna go with black on the top here and the top of the body as well as the whole back section. And the rest of the car is going to be blue. I really did like that blue on the Skyline body. I found it fit the car well, and it came out really cool looking in pictures, so I want to go back with a blue. I draw my designs on with a fine tip Sharpie, just drawing in the lines wherever I feel the design needs to go. And then I come out on the inside with a fresh X-Acto blade, and we trace the lines on the inside of the body and peel out that masking color by color. Since I'm doing black and blue, I'm gonna start with the black today, my darkest color first. We're gonna lay the blue on, and then we'll probably back that blue with black just to get it pretty deep and good looking. I've decided that the mirrors and the wing are also gonna go black, but we have to do a little bit more body work to these first. I don't know if you can see it here, but I do have some of the filler putty in these seams, but it needs to be sanded down. I need to prime these pieces and sand them again, and then we can spray the black on them. For now, I'm gonna start off spraying the black on the inside of the body. We will be using the airbrush when we get to the blue, but for the black, I'm just using some Tamiya PS5. It's just a straight solid black, no metallic in it, and that's what I'm looking for. We had already wiped the body with alcohol, as you remember, so it's all ready for paint now. We're just gonna go ahead and spray a light coat on. While that first coat dries, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little body work on that wing and those mirrors. It may take a little while to dry today, being that it's so cold. We'll be back when we're done with the black. While that black is drying up, we're going ahead and getting that wing and those mirrors painted up. You can see I put some primer on them now and have them sanded down. Really just wanted to cover up that little bit of body work I had. I had some filler in the lines of the mirrors here, as well as in the seams of the wing. Closed that up, filled that up with some primer, sanded it all nice and smooth, and now it's ready for some black paint. Just gonna hit this with some spray paint outside. I believe I'm gonna leave them matte instead of putting a gloss on them. I think it'll add a nice little contrast against the glossy body. and these will be ready to install once the body's done. With the black all dry, we can move on now. There is one thing I realized I forgot to do, which I normally do before, but that's to cut out the areas where the windows are gonna go. You normally wanna cut out all of your lines and your designs first, because you can see once you put paint on there, you can't see the outside of the body anymore to see where your lines are. The windows are gonna stay in until last, but we still wanna cut them out to make it easier. It won't be too bad for me to cut them out since there's actually a line where all the windows are, a raised part of the body, so I can just follow that. I'm gonna go through and do that real quick, and then we're gonna pull all of the mask off the body to be able to spray the blue. Sure, you saw there's a little bit of paint flaked off here. I'm just gonna blow that off, wipe it down a little bit just to get some of that off of there, and we'll go ahead and spray that blue. Almost forgot, we could also take all of this liquid mask off of the fender flares now, because all of this is going blue as well. Here's where the airbrush is gonna come in. We're gonna spray this blue with the airbrush. I use Proline Pearl Blue. I've used this blue on one other body before, and it's really, really pretty. Been looking for something to use it for again, and this is where I'm gonna spray it at. Got a little bit of brown paper down here just so that I don't spray a bunch of blue on my work mat, especially when spraying those fender flares. I'm just gonna go in and put a light dust coat first. I found that works best with these Proline paints. A quick dust coating, and then we'll come back and layer that paint on. Just like I said, just a quick dust coating. What this does is help the paint to adhere to that smooth, slick body, and it gives the rest of the thicker layers of paint a nice surface to grab onto so it doesn't blotch up. After 3 coats of blue, we got a nice pretty blue color here. Just gonna go ahead now and back that with some black. It should darken it up just a tad and also protect that blue underneath. Man, I'm so happy with how this body came out. I'm at a loss for words. Wide body kit, the wing, the mirrors, everything tied together great. I think it has a really aggressive look to it, and I'm just really excited to see it on the car. But we gotta do something first, because I'm not interested in drilling no holes in this pretty body. As you probably guessed, we're gonna put some magnetic body mounts on this car. I looked online at a couple, but wasn't really sure how they would work out, so I decided I was gonna make my own. I have a 3D printer, so why not put it to use? I had some of these small rare earth magnets, really tiny and really, really strong. So I designed some mounts to fit these magnets. These here are for the front and these are for the rear. We're gonna get those installed. I left a little bit of a lip so that when the magnets on the bottom side of the body pop in, they'll automatically line up. So I shouldn't really have to move the body around a lot to get it into position. I already trimmed down the front body posts. So these just slide on here, just down to that first hole, and then replace it with the original screw from the original body mounts here. Thread in and lock into place. And then this front bumper with the body mounts can be placed back up front here. Now for the rear, you can see I already have the new magnetic mounts screwed to the post. The post originally went here on the tower, but with the way the back end of the Corvette body is, there wasn't really a good mounting point to put those magnets there. There's actually another mounting point on the end of the tower here that we can put these mounts on. It slides in the same way, and it allows me to get this magnet further out over the tire here so that our magnet on the body can be closer to a flat surface. And this is actually how the body will sit on the car. I may end up dropping down the front a little more. I got a little bit more play in those body posts, but the car just looks really aggressive and mean here. I don't have the magnets glued on the body yet. I'm sure most of you who have done magnetic body mounts before know that normally you use shoe glue to glue those magnets in, and I don't have any. I do have something else on hand that I may try. I actually did a little test with it a little while ago and it looks like it'll work, but it takes a whole day to cure and I don't have a lot of time for that. So I'll probably end up using that, but you won't see those magnets on in this video. But I'm really excited with the way the car finished out. The new wheels, the body, everything looks really good. It's a big step, a different direction than that original Skyline body. I'm very curious to see what any of you have to say in the comments down below. What do you think about my first drift car body? This is one of my first attempts at a scale body, I guess you could say. And although it's not perfect, I'm really happy with it. Like I keep saying, I love that aggressive look to it. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed, if you're excited to see me get out with this body. Hopefully we don't scratch it too quickly. And make sure to subscribe if you're new around here and want to see some more drifting content. I know I don't do a whole lot of drifting often because I'm really not that good at it, but it is fun and I have had a great time building this body. As always, thanks again for watching. Peace.